Hey, what's up? It's Rob. In today's newsletter, I want to go over the idea of bad exercises or dangerous exercises. Um, the reason I want to cover that is a lot of times I'll be walking around in the gym or have a client ask me, oh, I saw this. Is that a dangerous exercise? It sounds like a bad idea for me or a bad exercise in general. Or I might overhear people talking about, I read in this fitness magazine that if I want to get a strong back and glutes, that deadlifting is the way to go, and another person chimes in, no, don't deadlift, that's really dangerous. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit because there is no such thing as a dangerous exercise or bad exercise. There's just bad and dangerous exercises for you specifically. Risk versus reward is a big thing that we want to talk about or think about when we put together any kind of exercise program. Is the payoff going to be pretty high while generally running a very low risk of injury? And if that's the case, then why not include that in the exercise program, especially if it's something that's going to move you towards your goals? Now, the one that seems to get the two that seem to get vilified the most, but the one I'm going to talk a little bit more about, the military press or overhead press rather, and the deadlift. And the deadlift is the one I'm going to talk a little bit more about. And I've even included a little video on how to do the conventional deadlift in the newsletter just below this. And the reason for that is I hear so many people talking about how the deadlift is bad for your back. Don't deadlift, you'll hurt your back. That's how I hurt my back. And the truth, like I said, the truth of the matter is it's not a bad exercise for your back. In fact, most people who have half a brain in their head will tell you that it's a really good exercise for your back. It's just that if you pick something up like shit, you're probably going to hurt your back. You didn't get hurt because you deadlifted an object off the ground or picked an object up off the ground. You got hurt because you picked an object up off the ground like crap. You didn't use good form, you didn't have the right technique, whatever it is. You maybe didn't have the stability or the necessary mobility or whatever that is. And that's fine, and that's stuff that we can work on. But it's not the exercise, it's the way that you performed the exercise. And again, some people may not have the mobility to pick up a barbell off the floor, and that's fine. You know what? We bring the barbell up to them to a point where they can pick it up, but we're still getting the benefits of it, because at the end of the day, what's more functional than you being able to pick something up off the ground? That's just a life skill that you need to have, that we want to make sure that you can do. And to take it a step further, what I really see from these conversations of dangerous and bad exercises is this fear of almost moving because I don't want to get hurt. People, whether it's the lightest weight in the world or something heavy, I want you to be able to move, and I want you to practice moving. If it's an awkward movement, if it's one that, you're not going to be strong at, then don't do a whole lot of weight. But at the same time, learn how your body moves, learn how it works. That's important. Try things out. Play a little bit in your workouts. You're going to be healthier because of it. You're going to feel better because of it. You're going to be more confident, and you're going to inevitably get stronger and look better. At the end of the day, isn't that what most people want? So if you see an exercise in a program that a coach or a trainer has programmed in for you, or maybe something that you want to try, feel free to give it a shot. Make sure that you're using proper technique, and make sure that you're using the correct modifications and variations that you might need to so that the exercise works for you. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. But don't be afraid to try new things. And that's the big take home here with that. Don't be afraid to try new things, and there is no such thing as a dangerous or bad exercise. There's just a dangerous or bad exercise for you. But chances are we can find the right modification or variation for you. I hope this has been informative and not too confusing. And like I said, check out the video that I've got in the newsletter today on conventional deadlifting. Last week we covered the sumo deadlift. And I want to make sure that you guys understand the cues so that you can get into a proper position to pick up some heavy shit off the ground. Take care.